everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, let me in. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going through it, no fake. I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once, I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad, I'm gonna show.
Okay guys, so it's day 2. This is day 1 of the show, but day 1 of showing, day 2 of the show. Here, Fern, I just washed off his poultice, and now I'm taking stuff out of his tail. And Luke's over here washing off Tristan's poultice. And it's Hunter Day, and we're about to show soon, because we're showing, like, early in the morning this time. Yeah. What do you feel about that? So, yeah, we have a show early this morning. We got a flat, a warm-up, over fences, and then 2 over fences classes, and then we have a gambler's choice and a costume contest. Even though Fern's not a jumper, we're gonna try anyway. Right, Fern? He's staring at a random dog running out there. Very terrifying if you can't tell. Luke, how do you feel about today?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
I don't know. So it's a toss-up. I think I'm either gonna do very good or very bad. I don't think there's gonna be in between.
Oh, okay. You gotta think positive. I think you're gonna
I'm
be
gonna
great.
get 3 first.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I can't be too cocky. I'm gonna get 2 first and a second.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay guys, here's another fit check. So basically I'm wearing, I don't know, Equine Couture show coat, a show shirt, I don't know what it's from, Brows and Reigns belt, Taylor Sportsman tan pants. Fern's wearing a Brows and Reigns bridle, and my mom has his Brows and Reigns martingale. Use code 30% off the cart. Got a Caprilli bait saddle, close contact, short flap, smart packer, Brows and Reigns stirrup leathers, stirrups, I don't know where they're from. His sticky pad, a Dover salary show pad, and I think that's it. Oh, and then I have gloves and air yacht boots. Oh, and an Equine, or a Charles Owen helmet.
It's us. Yep. I have plenty of layers. I'm prepared for that.
So here was Fern and I's Hunter Flat, and we placed 5th. And he was really good, but he did stop to poop when he had to canter. I asked him to canter, he stopped and pooped, and then he did also scratch his leg in the walk. So that did knock us some points, but he's still really good.
Place is 517, Majestic Black Smoke, ridden by Claire Romano.
So after our flat class, which we placed 5th in, we got into our first round, which is our warm-up round, and the warm-up round is not judged. So we started over with this quarter line jump. It's kind of angled a little bit. Then we went over to this line, and the 2 diagonal lines were a 6 stride, and the one outside line, that's like a red-looking line, was a 5 stride. So usually Fern and I struggle to get the horse stride, which is a 6 stride in both these diagonal lines, which is this green line here and then this blue line across. And the red line is a 5. Usually we do the add, so usually it's been 7s and a 6. But the judges really want to see that horse stride. And I was really proud of Fern because he's actually going forward, so I actually need to slow him down because if you look a little tight in that 6, and that was because he was going so fast. Or not so fast, but he was really lengthening through his shoulders, which he needs to be, so I just need to slow him down a little bit. And then here we are through this blue line, which he did really nicely. He did run a little bit, so I'd have to give him a little correction. And this was actually the line that he was kept running throughout the weekend. I'm not really sure why.
The first round will be number 517, Majestic Black Smoke, ridden by Claire Romano.
Here's our first trip, and this round is being judged. So we trotted real pretty across the diagonal to show the judge like his pretty trot. Since it is hunter, they are looking at the horse and how they move and how they look and like how low their head is. So here we are. We pick up our canter on the corner, and I always like to like pick my canter up in the corner with him, because if you do it kind of straight, he usually likes to try to pick up the wrong lead. So here's this quarter line, and then he gave me a nice lead change, which, you guys know, lead changes are usually hard for us, but me and my trainer Taylor have been working really hard on that, and she's been having me like slow down and change, and we've been doing like these halting exercises that have been really beneficial to getting his lead changes. And they come around to this like oxer. It's just like kind of like just sitting out there. I don't know, it's kind of like a long track around to it. Then we come back around to the green line, and he also got another 6 in there, and he was like just like big with his chest, which is what we want. But it wasn't till the blue line. Like, the red line was definitely a little bit tighter, so I was definitely, like, slowing him down for the red line, and that was this line right here, which is a 5, so I was definitely, like, slowing him down a little bit through the turn. And then, I don't really know, I just kind of, like, I guess let him build, and I didn't really realize he was building until it was too late. So we're coming around to this blue line, and you can see in the video really well that he's starting to like extend his canter and really build on that canter and get faster and faster. And you can tell I didn't realize it till like here about is when I kind of gave him a correction, or no, maybe it was, I gave him a correction there, and I was like, then we chipped the last oxer because he was going so fast. So, and then I was kind of trying to slow him down because we need to do our little circle, and this circle is called a courtesy circle. You can do it in or out, or you can try like across the diagonal. It just kind of depends like where your first jump is, but you always do it out in hunters, and that's when you canter a little bit of the circle, and then you trot the circle, and this is when you show off their gaits too, like kind of on the flat and not over the fences. So this was a hunter round that we did actually win, and he was such a good boy, and I was so proud of him. So here's our second hunter trip, which is the last jumping round for like the morning until we have the gambler's choice later. The reason it looks so weird is because my mom accidentally filmed it in slow motion, and I did my best to try to speed it up to what I would think would be a natural speed. And I kind of clipped it so we don't have to watch like all of it, just the jumping parts. And same thing here, he was good up until the last line when he really started to build, and that was not very pretty line, but that was my bad. That was like rider error. But we did get a 5th in this, and I'm still really proud of him. So you can tell he starts to build here, and I'm trying to like correct him, but it's just like too late. So then here's him playing with the water hose, and he was such a good boy. Okay, so Fern's got his ice mitts on. He's eating his hay, and he's such a good boy. I love memory. You know they're banned in California because they cause people cancer.
Why would... Why would I ever want to eat one? So you want me to get cancer? What flavors is it?
They come in like the pink ones too.
Pink, purple, and blue. They're good. No, they're actually good.
Mister, no, I don't want to try one.
After you told me, they're like, oh yeah, they're banned in California because they're found that cause cancer in people. Like, no, I don't want to eat one after that.
Guys, we're at McDonald's. He's ordering food.
Excuse me.
So first was a Halloween costume contest, and Fern was dressed up as Toothless, and I was dressed up as Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. And then after that, we took some photos, and then we had to have a leader, so Hayden kindly led me and I'm just gonna let some of these videos play while I talk about like the Gambler's Choice. So if you don't know what a Gambler's Choice is, it's a jumper class, and it isn't measured on time. Well, it is kind of measured on time. You have 60 seconds or 1 minute to get around as many jumps as you can. And each jump has a different point value. So this was the opens, and so anyone can enter, trainers, adults, children, like anyone. This one was the 2-6, 2-9, and 3-foot derby. So that single right there was worth 20 points because it was a 2-6 jump. This other single I'm coming to, I think was, oh yeah, this is an oxer. So this was technically supposed to be 3 foot, and those oxers are worth 60 points. And then I'm coming back around to a 40 jump, and that's supposed to be 2-9. I think at least, maybe. I don't know. The 2-9s was 40. The oxers were 60s, and those were supposed to be 3 foot. And then the other just singles were 2-6. So please don't mind the fact that Fern and I are not jumpers. So trying to get him to turn on some of this stuff was a little rough. But he did seem to have fun. I mean, it was fun. It was only for fun. So yeah, so I kind of rode it like still like a hunter almost, like more of an equitation rider. I didn't want to ride it too like crazy or reckless because at the end of the day there was no point to it because it was just for fun. And however I rode him today was only going to affect how crazy he was tomorrow. Like if I went out there and tore him around, I knew he was going to be crazy the next day. And I would just be dealing with the next day and teaching him bad habits. So there's really no point. But he seemed to really like it, and it was fun. So then after you have this jump that's called the Joker, and you jump it, and if you clear it, it's a plus 100 points. If you hit the rail, it's minus 100 points.
Done. We're at 440 and you may proceed. And successful over that Joker for a total of 540 points. With a 20, to a 60, a 10, and another 20, and 5 left. 3, 2, 1.
So Fern and I got 6th place, and I was really proud of him, and here he is getting his photo taken. Well, first he gets his 6th place ribbon, and then he gets his photo taken, which he was not wanting to stand still for. He was not having it. I don't know. I was just, like, had my reins loose and, like, trying to get him to stand for a minute just for the photo. And then she did get a good photo, which I'll drop here. So we got a total of 540 points, which did get us 6, and the placings went through 8th. So here's us waiting to do the victory gallop. And then here's how the victory gallop ended. Here's a video of the full victory gallop.
A lot. Had enough.
Now we're here with Hayden's horse, Stunner. Hi, Stunner. Oh, he's so cute. He's like, I like you.